Right, hello. Fourth time recording this video. Recorded it the first 3 times and stuff keeps going wrong. So I'm going to have to change the format. There was going to be like lots of pictures and all pictures of every person I put in my top 5 for this video of the top 5 most underrated players, in my opinion. But no, my recording software didn't like that, me doing that kind of stuff, so instead we just got a boring old video with no pictures, sadly. But anyway, yeah. Before I get into my top 5, there is some honourable mentions. There is also going to be 2 Everton players in the top 5 and there's 2 in the honourable mentions. First player in the honourable mentions is Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Just been outstanding since Carlos Ancelotti came in and really is an underrated striker. Never put in the top, up there for how great he has been this season. Second Everton honourable mention is Luca Digne. Everyone knows, great left back. So why am I putting him underrated? But he's not ever put in that talk for the best left back in the world. But you're putting Andy Robertson as up there, and most people are saying Andy Robertson is the best left back in the world. But Digne is a better left back than Andy Robertson. But because he's playing for Everton, it's like well, he can't be that good. But if he was playing the same way he plays at Everton at Barcelona, you'd be calling him the next Roberto Carlos. So it's the thing of it's fickle. You don't call him great because of the way he plays, but he's still the great. He's still great, and he's probably the best in the world. Especially if you're saying Robertson's the best and Digne's better. Anyway, the other ones, because I can talk about Freddie Gilbert, great Villa right back. You got Brendan Williams, great youngster from Manchester United. Pierre Højbjerg from Southampton, great centre mid. I know I've talked about Everton ones and then but these are just honourable mentions, and I had to explain why Everton ones are in there. Dwight McNeil. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang doesn't get the recognition he deserves. I'm trying to remember. James Tarkowski, great centre back. I'm trying to remember now who was in there. Emiliano Buendia from Norwich, great winger, doesn't get the recognition for that. And Neil Maupay from Brighton, great striker, just isn't seen as good as he is. Anyway, getting to the first one. The first pick in there is an Everton guy, and that guy is going to be Mason Holgate. Mason Holgate is a very great player. He's very versatile, playing the CDM role at Everton, played the centre back role, played the right back role, and excelled in all 3 positions. He's a great distributor of the ball. We've seen that when he's playing in all 3 positions, getting the ball up the pitch and creating chances is his forte. He is great defensively, and he may not compare to the top ones in the Premier League, but he is great defensively. And you put him next to someone like Yerry Mina and Michael Keane, who are taught they've got that defensive prowess, and he is immense because they can do these high tackles. He gets the ball and he's knocked it upfield. He's created the chances there, and then you can put him in CDM. He comes back, creates chances. Put him in striker, creates chances. Put him in right back, I meant to say, not striker. But you could put him in striker. You can put him anywhere, and he'll create the chances. He ain't gonna score you 20 goals a season, but he'll create so many chances wherever you put him on that pitch. Anyway, next pick, Johnny Evans. He may be getting on now, he's 31 years old, but he's very underrated. This season, Leicester have conceded the 3rd least amount of goals in the Premier League, only below Manchester City and Liverpool. In Leicester, he has been that guy in the defence. He calls the shots. He may not be the captain, but he acts like the captain. He knows what he's doing. He's that experience. He gets players to where they need to be. He's that loud mouth in the defence, and that's what you need, and he is that. On top of this, he's only been drilled past 8 times in the first 25 games. I've only got stats playing for the first 25 games for Johnny Evans. But in the first 25, he only got drilled past 8 times. That is a tough thing to be stopping players as much as he did. On top of this, he isn't put. When you talk about Leicester's success this season and how well they're doing, you talk about Jamie Vardy, you talk about James Maddison, Harvey Barnes, who could also be underrated because he doesn't get the full recognition, but you still talk about him. You've got Cagliari, Peter Schmeichel, and now he doesn't get that talk as much as them. But let's put him against Cagliari, his defensive partner. He has conceded half the amount of fouls, which means stopped Well, created half the amount of chances really. Because every free kick you give him, you get creating a chance there. Sancho has conceded 20 fouls. Johnny Evans only conceded 10. The third pick is Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka is bright spark in that dim team that is Arsenal. They're a side who should be top 6. They're a top 6 team, as everyone says. But they're down in 9th or 10th. I can't remember exactly which one. They're below Sheffield United and Wolves. But Bukayo Saka has been such a bright spot for them, and you see so much talent shining through. Same with Gabriel Martinelli, but I think Saka is more underrated than Martinelli. Saka playing that wing role does amazing. He's also been forced into the left back position this season at points, and he does a great job. He's that wing back, the guy who can run the pitch, and then he'll come back, do the defensive role. He is the third most successful tackler at Arsenal this season. I don't know who the first two are, not gonna lie, but he's the third most successful tackler. And then and that's putting him against like Guendouzi, Danny Ceballos, Kolasinac, Mustafi, Socrates, David Luiz, Hector Bellerin, and he's doing the job, and he's only the third best. Really, you think he would be further down, especially as he isn't the finished product. He's only 18. He's still got a lot to improve on, but he's doing a job there, and that's what you need him to be doing. You need him to continue doing the job the way he is. The fourth pick, I'm going to go with Danny Ings. Danny Ings, well, he's been amazing this season. Best thing he ever did was get his move from Liverpool. I'd say that about any Liverpool player really. But his move from Liverpool, it's really excelled his career. 15 goals and assists this season, and just one assist. But he's a striker. He's an all-in-it striker, the guy who will score you goals. And he's been there when he needed to be. In less minutes, he has scored more goals than Sadio Mane and Raul Jimenez. And well, Sadio Mane is seen as one of the players in the world. I think Sadio Mane is a great player and should go to a bigger team like a Real Madrid or Barcelona. But Danny Ings has scored more goals, and he's doing so well. You put him against Jimenez as well. Raul Jimenez, the guy who's in the Europa League, and Danny Ings is playing for Southampton, and Raul Jimenez isn't doing as well as Danny Ings. Danny Ings has just been a great season. Also, has only scored one less goal than Mohamed Salah in 200 less minutes than Salah's played. I know everyone knows I hate Salah, and I think he's overrated. But you shouldn't really be going to score one more goal if you're this really good player than Danny Ings. And Danny Ings has had to prove that. I'm going to do top 5 overrated players, and Salah's going to be in there, guaranteed. But Ings just isn't. He's just been amazing. He's just been too good, and he's overlooked. He averages 134 minutes per goal. That's less than Tammy Abraham and Dominic Calvert-Lewin, 2 players who are being considered for that striker role in England over Danny Ings for the Euros that have never been cancelled. So we will never see what would have happened. But Danny Ings was doing better than them, and he wasn't really being talked about for that position. He was always like Calvert-Lewin, Tammy Abraham, and I know Gareth Southgate wants to build the next generation. But when you've got someone on form as Danny Ings has been, you've got to put him in there. And that weren't really being considered much. And the fifth one, I said there's 2 Everton players, the second Everton player in this, Andre Gomes. And yes, he's had his injury problems this season after what happened with Heung-min Son and Serge Aurier, where they absolutely broke him in half and didn't get any punishment for that. Absolute joke, but I digress. But he's such a great midfielder, and you see the difference when he's in the team and when he's not in the team at Everton. When he's in the team, you can see a lot more creativity. He's that thing in the midfield. He can come back, he can defend, he can go forward, create the chances. He connects the defence to the attack. He can get the ball around everyone. He's just that amazing player, and no matter what you need him to do, he's there. And although he may not have been the direct replacement for Idrissa Gana Gueye this season at Everton, he has stepped into that role and he has done it fantastically. He's not the defensive prowess that Idrissa Gana Gueye is. Idrissa Gana Gueye was the mini Kante, and Gomez isn't. I'm not going to say he's a mini Kante, but he commands the team the same way Idrissa Gana Gueye did. Idrissa Gana Gueye ran that midfield, and now Gomes is running that midfield. And yeah, Gomes isn't the guy replacement. That was supposed to be Gibami. Gibami's been out all season. Andre Gomes, before he got his injury, was doing that well. Came back from injury and continued where he left off. And he doesn't get the recognition he deserves this season. He's been overlooked because of that injury. When you talk about great centre mids, you talk about Ruben Neves. And Ruben Neves, yeah, great, but Andre Gomes is better. You talk about Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba hasn't played half the season, yet you still put him up there. You talk about De Bruyne. I'm not putting him on the same level as De Bruyne, but you talk about De Bruyne, and De Bruyne hasn't been the best this season, but he's still better. I'm not trying to say he isn't. Kante, and I think Gomes has some of them roles. Kante, he hasn't got the stamina. Kante never stops bloody running, but he does that Kante role. Kante can be anyone on the pitch. He creates chances. He ain't going to score you many. Andre Gomes can score more goals, but he can demand that midfield very well. And anyway, guys, that is all I had to say for this video. This was my top 5 most underrated players in the Premier League. I will see you for the next video, which should be on later today. If this goes up on the day I'm recording it, there will be a Becoming an Everton Legend, the second episode. If you haven't watched the first episode, go back and watch that one. But for now, guys, I will see you guys in the next video, and bye.